evening, everyone. This crime has devastated the small South Georgia town and has shocked everyone who has heard about it. Among the things police still don't know right now is why a 13-month-old boy was shot and killed. But investigators say they do know who did it.
A 17-year-old and a 14-year-old are locked up on what the Brunswick police chief called a bittersweet day. The baby, Antonio Santiago, died yesterday morning. His mother was also wounded in the shooting but survived. Now police have arrested DeMarquise Elkins and a younger teen on charges of first-degree murder. The 14-year-old isn't being identified because of Georgia law. We're covering these breaking developments from all angles. Channel 4's Vic Micolucci was there as the police chief announced the arrests, and Tim Pulliam has spent the day in the neighborhood where people have been trying to come to grips with this tragedy. We begin with Vic.
Mary, very difficult time here in Brunswick. As you heard the police chief say, a bittersweet time, because on one hand they are relieved that they have the people that they believe perpetrated this horrible crime. On the other hand, they can't forget about the terrible tragedy that happened. Now, police officers from all across the state came here as part of this manhunt after the reports of the shooting, doing everything they could to find those responsible. They scoured every area. They used canine units. They used helicopters, every available resource to find the people they believe did this. A little while ago, they had a press conference where they finally announced those arrests about a day and a half later. They didn't give us many details, but they say that they are confident that the shooters are off the street. Anybody that has any information, they still want you to call in because they say it could help them in their case. Earlier this morning, we were able to speak with the mother who was shot, as well as the father of this toddler. They are obviously devastated and heartbroken about what happened. Listen to them describe just the terrible turn of events.
A boy approached me and told me he wanted my money, and I told him I didn't have any money, you know, and he said, "Give me your money or I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to shoot your baby and kill your baby." And I said, "I don't have any money, and don't kill my baby." And he tried to grab my purse, and I tried to tell him I don't have any money, and then he shoved me and he shot me in the ear. It grazed my head back here, and then he shot me in the leg, and then all of a sudden he walked over and he shot my baby right in the face.
Sherry West describes the day she says her life turned upside down when she tells us she was walking her 13-month-old son Antonio back from the post office. West gave police a description telling them the person who shot her and Antonio was probably only 13 to 15 years old.
He was an African-American male he was as tall as me, skinny, and very curly hair.
She says another boy, maybe 10 to 12 years old, was with him and also ran off after the shots rang out.
You know, I took him out of the harness and I tried to perform CPR, but I saw his lungs inflating, but he was not breathing and there was no pulse.
And as the investigation continues as to why this happened, this family is in mourning and begging for answers.
They took a life. They took somebody that I really love. And I was going to enjoy my life with him. I already had plans for college for him and everything.
Such a very difficult time for this family, and to make matters even worse, Sherry West, the mother of this toddler who was killed yesterday, tells me that her other son, an 18-year-old man, was actually killed, stabbed to get to death in New Jersey a few years back. She's still not over that, and now she has to deal with the loss of her other son. I'm told she has no other children, so this is obviously beyond devastating, and this family says they need prayers and support from the community more than anything right now. Reporting live tonight in Brunswick, I'm Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.